Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a plant update video. I have some amazing updates for you guys this week. This week has been quite a week for my plants and we're going to find out why. So let's get started. First, we are going to start with Easter cactus, this big guy right here, which in the spring I will order some more of these containers to transplant my Christmas cactuses. Because in the springtime, their buds will be gone and they'll be in a resting state to get ready for next year. But this Easter cactus is doing quite well. We got all new leaves coming in, which is amazing. No signs of distress, which is a plus. That's something you want to see. Any signs of distress on Christmas or Easter cactuses would be that leaves are falling off and they're not growing any new ones. So that's usually one of the signs you want to look out for if your plant, your Christmas or Easter cactus is in distress, which that one is not. Now we're going to get to the fun part, which are my Christmas cactuses, which I'm really excited about this time. I'm going to start with the two small ones because the big one is the one I'm really excited about. So we'll start with the two small ones. So here's this guy right here who's doing quite well. I'm probably not going to see any buds on these two small ones right now because I am going to transplant them into bigger containers in the spring. They don't have signs of distress, but I like the big container that I have for my Easter cactus, and I think that's going to work well with all my Christmas cactuses as well. So with this little Christmas cactus, all the leaves are doing quite well. No buds on these guys, but as long as there's leaves growing or they're staying green, they're not falling off, that's a very good sign. So now we're gonna get to my big Christmas cactus, the one I am like super excited about, because we have this bud right there that is starting to turn to a color, which is amazing, and I have one more bud right there. If I get my camera to focus. There we go. So we got a little bud right there. And on the rest of these leaves, there are possible buds. There are a bunch of possible buds growing on every single leaf. But until they get bigger, I won't know if they're going to be a bud or not. So that's the guessing game with cactuses, Christmas and Easter cactus. You don't know if they're going to be a bud or a leaf until they get a little bit bigger. It's like when they get spiked to this guy's size, that is usually when I can tell if it's going to be a leaf or a bud. So, and then when they get to this size, I definitely know what they are. But usually when they get to that small one size, I can definitely tell if it's going to be a leaf or it's going to be a bud, because a bud has a different size to what the leaf would be. So now we're going to move on to my aloe plants. My baby aloe, who's doing quite well. I did fertilize these guys last week, so they should be growing quite nicely. There's no new signs that there's any new leaves, but there's no signs that it is dying off either. If you are prone to like hurting yourself or burning yourself, like I kind of am, you definitely want to keep one inside so you have all the natural nutrients that an aloe plant can give you. And you also want one outside because they can grow up to 12 babies a year. So in case one happens to die inside your house, you have a few outside like I do. I have 6, I think. I think it's still 6. I haven't counted this week yet. So now we are going to move on to my Phalaenopsis orchids. I'm thinking about getting a different kind of orchid, but I don't know when I'm going to find one, but that's in the works right now, but we'll have to see how that goes. So right now all I have is Phalaenopsis orchids and everybody's looking good. I also fertilized these guys last week. So the root system is looking amazing. The flower spike is looking good, and this little flower spike is doing quite well. Got a lot of stuff growing and it's looking amazing. Again, the flower spikes are going to grow towards the sunlight, so if you have them by a window, you definitely want them facing the window so they get as much sunlight as possible, which is not going to happen today. Today's a cloudy day, so not much sunlight to get. So now we're moving on to this guy right here. There's no new leaves, but we got this flower spike growing right here. And we got roots growing quite nicely. I only had to cut one root off this week, which is a good thing. You don't want to be cutting off a bunch of roots every week. That's a very bad sign. So if you're cutting off majority of the roots, that's a sign that it's in distress, that it might be dying. But if you cut off like maybe one root per plant a week, at least one, if it's dying, then that's good. Sometimes I don't cut the roots at all because they're all healthy, but if I just see one root dying, that's fine. But if I see multiple roots dying, it's a sign something's wrong. So definitely want to keep a lookout for that. So now we got this guy right here, has this baby spike, has this very, very long area root, very, very long. And it's also growing a new leaf right there, which is amazing. My leaves on the back are purple because this was a purple flower that this guy has. So if your leaves are a dark black or a dark purple on the back of the leaf, that's usually a sign that the flowers are a dark color. So it's not really something to worry about. Most of mine are a dark color. Most of mine are like a purple color. I think I have one pink, one white, but the darkness on the back of the leaves is usually the sign that the color of the flower is going to be a dark color. So we got this big guy. This is a huge flower spike that's still good. I'm not going to cut it back unless it's dying. That is the only time I will cut it back. We also got this little leaf growing right here. Nice little leaf growing right here. The back of these leaves are nice green color, which tells me it's going to be a light color flower. And we got the roots growing quite well. We got these area roots that decided they want to grow in the air, so they're going to continue to do that. So again, with Phalaenopsis orchids, you want to make sure you have plenty of space. Because as you can see, the area roots do grow out of the container sometimes. So you definitely want to make sure you have plenty of room for Phalaenopsis orchids, for sure. So then we're going to move on to my baby orchid. This is my baby orchid because it's so tiny right now. There's no new leaves coming, but the root system is doing quite well. Everything is looking good. Everybody's looking good, and I'm loving it. So when you have an orchid that doesn't have a flower spike, it really doesn't matter which side faces the sunlight. It's just when you have a flower spike, the flower spike is going to grow towards the sunlight. So if you want your flower spike to be as straight as possible, you want it to face the sunlight. So this is my last Phalaenopsis orchid. As you can see, there's area roots growing here. We got this little flower spike or kiki. I'm not too sure where it is right now, but it's growing out the side, and the roots are looking amazing. Just always something you want to see. You want to see the roots steadily growing. You want to see leaves growing. That's a sign that it's doing quite well. So now we're going to go outside. I'm going to show you the mother aloe plant and her babies, the poinsettia, how it's doing this week, and my rosebush. And I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, guys, this is the aloe plant. She has 6 babies. That is the mother aloe plant. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible because it is freezing out here and the wind's not helping at all. So there's the mother aloe, all of her babies right there. Everybody is growing nicely. Here is the poinsettia. Everything is looking good. Nice green leaves. We should be getting some red leaves fairly soon, but we'll just have to see what this one wants to do. Here is my rosebush. As you can see, lots and lots of green leaves. Everything is looking good. All of these out here have been fertilized, so I'm so excited to see what will happen. Okay, we just came up from outside, which was very, very cold, by the way. So I wasn't out there long because it's like 50s. When I checked my weather bug a few minutes ago, it was like 52 or something. So I wasn't out there very long. But as you can see, the aloe plants are doing well. She still has 6 babies. The poinsettia is doing exceptionally well, considering the weather right now. And my rosebush is doing marvelous, which I'm really excited. I wasn't really surprised because rose bushes can survive the cold weather unless it gets really freezing down here, which I hope it doesn't. As you can see, everybody is doing wonderful. Everything is growing exceptionally well. And any day now, my Christmas cactus is going to start blooming, which is going to be very, very exciting. It hasn't bloomed since I got it, since I bought it actually, which is probably about a year ago. It was around Christmas time when I bought it, so it was already blooms and everything. But it's really, really exciting to see it starting to bloom again. Again, the small ones, I'm not so sure they're going to produce buds and bloom at this time, but around the springtime I will buy bigger pots for them. I'll actually transfer all of my Christmas cactuses and my aloe plants to make it a little more easier for where I have them currently. So that is gonna be it for this week's plant update. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it, share to grow our community, and subscribe if you're new here. I do plant updates every single Tuesday, and I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you guys next time.